Hitting hard with Jon Chuckery here on Locked On Sports Atlanta. Head to youtube.com and put Locked On Sports Atlanta into your search browser. Subscribe to our page. Leave us a 5-star review on our your favorite podcast platform that you can download us on, Spotify, Odyssey, whatever your favorites are, free and available to you. And then, of course, follow me on my personal Twitter page at JMCH316. So Ian Anderson is going down to Gwinnett, right? And not really a surprise. I mean, his ERA year over year is about 1.6 runs difference. I mean, it's a staggering increase just year over year for a guy who was the best postseason pitcher that the Braves had last year. And think about, he's been in every big moment that's imaginable out there. Now, he's not in Gwinnett just yet because the Braves have another doubleheader coming up this weekend against the Marlins. And right now, he is the 27th man that they are going to use him in a start in that doubleheader coming up on Saturday. So he's going to get one more start up here, and then he's going to head down to the minors and try to fix some things. So how long is he going to spend down there? That's going to be the intriguing question for all of it. My guess would be that he's probably going to make 3 or 4 starts while he's down in the minors. Because to be honest with you, I know Odorizzi didn't blow things away, but he's fine. And you've got 4 quality starts. You feel good about, obviously, Fried, Wright, Morton, and Spencer Strider, right? And now that we know that there's no innings limitation on Spencer Strider, you don't have to feel like, well, I better make sure I've got plenty of guys up here because I'm going to have to watch and monitor him. No, you can let Strider do his thing and not really think about it. You'll watch him, you'll monitor him. I get all that. But by and large, you're going to turn him loose and let him do his thing. So I'm not going to be surprised if Ian Anderson isn't down there for a little while, make 3 or 4 starts and see if they can get some things figured out. Now, I said before, I'm not going to say it's a mistake to send Ian Anderson down, but I'd rather him be up here and try to figure out some things because, look, he's been in every big moment that's imaginable, right? It's not like he hasn't seen everything imaginable you can throw at him, from postseason, a World Series, to high pressure, high leverage, high everything, right? And at times he's really succeeded. At times it's not been so good. And I understand this has been a really lost year for Ian Anderson. When guys are like that when they're young, you know, we've seen this with Braves pitchers all the time. Guys go up, guys go down. You get the Partridge Family bus. You start running from Buford to Smyrna and back and blah, 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 blah. You never know what the result is going to be. That's why I'd rather keep him in this environment with the big club. Let him and Rick Kranitz try to work through some of these things. Whatever it is, watch video, change something up, whatever. That's what you have a pitching coach for, right? Is to help fix some of these things. And I understand maybe they feel like that he needs to go down and tweak some things and get some extra starts down in the minors. That's fine. But this is not going to be like 1, maybe 2 starts and Ian Anderson's all of a sudden going to be back up and fixed and ready to go. I think he's going to spend a little bit of time down there. Now, again, their season still runs through the month of August and into September. So it's not like that their season is about to be over. They're not like 5 or 10 games away from being over with the season. They still have a ways to go. They'll be done before the Braves will be done, but they still have a ways to go through August and then September as well. So there's plenty of opportunity for him to get some work down there, whether it's making starts, whether it's doing some side sessions and things like this. So I expect Ian Anderson is going to spend a decent amount of time down there. Will he run through the rest of the season down there? Probably not. Probably won't be in AAA for the rest of their season. But would it surprise you if so? Because look, again, you feel like you have your 4 starters at the top. Odorizzi can be that 5th guy. And mostly because of just the doubleheader again this weekend, that's back-to-back weekends of a doubleheader, you feel like you want to give Anderson one more shot. Who knows? If he pitches well, maybe his time down in the minor leagues will be shortened up a little bit. But I think they're going to keep him down there for a little while and give him some work and let him try to work some things out because they need him come postseason time. All right, we'll talk more about this in just a minute. But first, let me talk about my favorite, my folks over at Coffee AM, coffeeam.com, your best small batch coffee roaster in America, located right here in the state of Georgia, up in Canton. Great online coffee company. I drink their coffee every day. I'm drinking the organic roast today. You go to their menu at coffeeam.com. You're going to see all kinds of coffees. You like flavored coffees, you like organic, you like dark, you like K-cups, whatever it is that you need or want. They've got your great selection of coffees, teas, and gift sets available at coffeeam.com. And again, local here to the state of Georgia. So here's what we want you to do, okay? I want you to go to coffeeam.com/locked on. coffeeam.com/locked on. I want you to roll through their extensive menu. Coffees, teas, gift sets. You need a mug, whatever. All of it's available to you at coffeeam.com. When you go through and you put together that first order on coffeeam.com, you get to the checkout. I want you to use the coupon code Locked On. That's Locked On, LOCKEDON. Use the coupon code Locked On at checkout, and you will get 15% off that first order of coffees, teas, and gift sets. 15% off simply by using the code Locked On at checkout. LOCKEDON. You're going to love these folks. Their products are amazing. I literally drink their coffee every single day. I make a little pot of coffee for them every day. I appreciate these folks so much. You know, I'm a coffee junkie out there. Can't live without my coffee. Had to go buy a new coffee maker over the weekend. Coffeeam.com. They are the folks to check out. Best small batch coffee roaster in America, located right here in Georgia in the Canton area. So hopefully they get Ian Anderson fixed because they need him for the postseason. And coming off of what he did last year in the postseason and his experience, that is so invaluable. With all due respect to Strider, you know, look, he may end up being, you know, Kurt Schilling or Randy Johnson or Pedro Martinez in the playoffs. He may be the most dominant thing that we've ever seen. But with rookies, you never know. You'd like to feel like you have more of a known quantity when you're going to be in these high leverage playoff moments. Anderson's got that. So, again, if it takes a little bit of time for him down there, then give it to him. Because I don't think it's that important for him to be on the big club right now. I don't think, even with the pennant race going on and trying to catch the Mets and things like that, I'd rather him get fixed for the long term down there than worry about the short-term gratification of trying to get things handled up here, right? Rather than worrying about trying to catch the Mets, you take the guys that you've got, and you've got plenty of talent, okay? If you don't catch the Mets, it's not because Ian Anderson wasn't up here on the big club. It's because other guys didn't get it done. Your offense didn't get it done. Your pitching staff didn't get whatever. The Mets are better than you. Now, that's always a possibility, right? I know we don't like to talk about that, but maybe the Mets are better than the Braves this year. Whatever it is, I don't really care. It's more important for me to get Ian Anderson fixed for the long haul that starts more with the playoffs. Do I think that Anderson will be up in time to make a few starts? Yeah, mostly because the Gwinnett season will be done before the Braves season will be done. The Braves are going to play into early October, right? And obviously that second last series of the year is against the New York Mets. So I expect him to spend some time down there, maybe make at least 4 starts, maybe 5 starts, 6 starts. Who knows? I don't think this is going to be make a start or two. Oh, I got it figured out. I'm going to be back up with the big club. No, I don't think it's going to be like that. I think he's going to stay down there for a little bit and really work on getting some things right for this long term. And hopefully it happens. And hopefully he can get back up here and be the guy that we're more used to seeing. Hopefully he gets back to being that clutch guy in the playoffs. Hopefully he gets back to being one of our young, consistent starters up here. You know, we all want Ian Anderson to succeed. He is part of the future of this club, but he's got some things he's got to figure out. When a guy goes year over year and he's putting up over a run and a half per game higher than he was the season before, it's been a really lost season for Ian Anderson. I think we're all hoping he gets this thing fixed up, but expect him to be down in the minors for a decent amount of time, that he's going to be down there working on some things, and hopefully he'll get back in time for the playoffs to get this thing cranked up and going. All right, we thank you so much for making Hittin' Hard with Jon Chuckery your first listen every day. Want you to make ATL Day Ones your second listen every day. My friends Jarvis Davis and Tanitra Batiste talking about all things in the heart of the city of Atlanta. Braves, Hawks, Falcons, Dogs. They got everything covered around the Atlanta sports scene. A lot of pop culture stuff, a lot of fun stuff, great discussion with those two. They're both friends of mine. Check out their podcast, free and available on all of your favorite podcast platforms on Spotify and Odyssey. They are on our YouTube page as well at Locked On Sports Atlanta. And as always, I ask you to give me a follow on my personal Twitter page at JMCH316. We will be back with you tomorrow. This has been Hittin' Hard with Jon Chuckery, Locked On Sports Atlanta.